I, Donald John Trump.
100 days filled with controversy and drama. On the first day, a dark speech at the inauguration.
This American carnage stops right here and stops right now.
An inauguration that itself became a row, with the president attacking the media in a way that's become a trademark, claiming they were lying about the number of people who attended it.
This was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period.
But if you cut through all the noise, somehow putting aside the president's disruptive style and the divisions in and departures from his inner circle, you can perhaps examine the key promises he made. What has Trump actually achieved?
I will build a great, great wall.
There's been plenty of discussion, including with Mexico, which insists it won't pay for it, but so far nothing has been built.
We're talking about the safety of our nation, the safety and security of our people.
Trump twice signed executive orders blocking entry from countries, all with predominantly Muslim populations. On both occasions, his bans were stopped in the courts.
To finally repeal and replace the disaster known as Obamacare.
This was Trump's first legislative test, and it was a failure. His plan for a new system replacing Obamacare rejected on Capitol Hill.
I am sending Congress a budget that rebuilds the military.
The Trump administration has produced a budget with a massive boost to the military and large cuts to other parts of government, but it has opposition on Capitol Hill, including from some Republicans worried about the effects of cuts in funding to the State Department and the foreign aid budget.
I have no doubt you will go down as one of the truly great justices.
This was a major success for the administration, getting its choice, Judge Neil Gorsuch, onto the Supreme Court. But it was strongly opposed by Democrats and was only achieved by changing the rules in the Senate, lowering the threshold from 60 votes to a simple majority.
My job is not to represent the world. My job is to represent the United States of America.
He was very clear he was not the president of the world. But in recent weeks, the reality of being the leader of a superpower seems to have encouraged Trump to take a more globalist approach. He's focused on the threat from North Korea while dropping much of his rhetoric about China's aggressive trade policy. And Trump launched a cruise missile strike in Syria, a first, if limited, intervention against the Assad regime. In politics, first impressions matter. The first 100 days set the tone and the perceptions of the American people. And those perceptions have clearly been influenced by reports of constant infighting here at the White House, by questions over conflict of interest, and by the ongoing investigations into possible collusion between members of the Trump team and Russia. A president who came into power with historically low approval ratings and at the head of a divided nation has done little to improve his popularity and has not yet managed to bridge that divide. James Bays, Al Jazeera, Washington.